And this is why you want to wrap your pipes. We have a hard freeze warning out for all our counties here shaded in purple through the mid-morning hours on Thursday. That includes Lufkin, Nacogdoches Center, all the way down to Groveton, Corrigan, Woodville, and Jasper. So all points in between are included on this. And that's because we are going to see temperatures drop down into the upper teens and low 20s here by tomorrow morning. Areas around Mount Enterprise Center up around Shelby County, we could see upper teens briefly for maybe 1 hour stretch here in the morning. Everybody else generally looking at low 20s, so Nacogdoches will drop down to 21, 22 in Lufkin and Groveton, 20 for us in Crockett, around 24 Livingston, 23 Woodville, and 23 in Jasper. And not only is it going to be very cold, we know that, but it's the duration of the freeze that also makes it a hard freeze. Pretty much all of us are going to see sub-freezing temperatures for about a 10 to 12 hour stretch starting later on tonight and lasting through the mid-morning hours on Thursday. Up to the north, 12 to 14 hours of sub-freezing temperatures once you get up towards Tyler, Longview, and Kilgore, and then 8 to 10 hours as you head further south, say towards Beaumont and Houston.
The Storm Tracker Live Doppler Network, the most accurate weather where you live.
Well, around midday today, it actually wasn't too terribly cold out there, despite the fact we had temperatures in the mid-50s. But boy, the bottom is really falling out this afternoon. And the biggest difference is the winds. They have really picked up out of the north. Right now, we're seeing sustained winds on the order of 15 to 20 miles per hour. And just in the past few minutes, we've had a peak gust of 24 in Palestine, 21 Jacksonville, 20 in Lufkin, and 27 in Woodville. And just a couple hours ago, we had wind gusts peaking up at around 30 miles per hour. So that bitterly cold wind just cuts right through you, but that's what's ushering in that cold batch of air coming in from the north that we're going to be feeling here later on tonight. In fact, in the weather where you live, Glendon, Douglas, and Crockett right now coming in at 44 chilly degrees. And of course, you factor in the winds on top of these temperatures, and we have wind chill values and feels like temperatures in the 30s right now. Tom Johnson and St. Augustine's at 45. Same thing from Will and Etoile, as well as Sherry Randall and Crizo Creek. Dave Ocheski and South Lufkin, Kip Central, and Lane Lowry and Huntington all reporting 44. We've got the Golden Triangle going on here in Angelina County. So everybody reporting temperatures in the mid-40s. And again, these temperatures will be dropping very quickly as we head through the evening hours. In fact, as you widen the view, you can see Dallas is already below freezing. They're at 30 degrees now, 21 Oklahoma City, 25 in Little Rock, and the teens in the panhandles. That cold air continues to funnel in with those north winds. And so with high pressure settling up shop tonight on top of us, winds will begin to relax here later on tonight. And so once the winds relax, you've got the clear skies and the dry air. And really that's the perfect recipe for a hard freeze, especially this time of year in January. So again, tomorrow morning with high pressure near us, it's going to be very cold. We'll be in the deep freeze for sure. And even though we'll have a mostly sunny sky tomorrow, temperatures are going to have a hard time warming up. Now, as we head towards Thursday night and Friday, clouds will increase. And what we're going to be watching is these little disturbances tracking in from the west. We call this an overrunning effect, where we get moisture overrunning the cold air at the surface. Friday morning, another front moves in, and along it, we can't rule out maybe a little freezing rain or sleet mixed in with any precip if it does occur. I don't think accumulations are going to be much, if any, so I don't think it's going to be a big deal, but I certainly want to point that out to you. And then on Friday, the clouds hang in place, and then as we head to the weekend, again, we'll be keeping our eyes out to the west for more moisture overrunning the cold air, and that'll set the stage for kind of a cloudy, cold, raw weekend ahead. So a great weekend probably just to stay indoors, because it's not going to be warming up much at all, even though we're going to get above freezing during the afternoon hours. So again, we're down to 22 degrees tonight, up to 40 tomorrow, then 30 to 38 Friday. And again, in the morning hours, as we kind of hover around freezing, we'll have to watch things closely to see if any precipitation forms. And then over the weekend, 40% chance of rain Saturday, 60% Sunday. Most of the rain that falls late Saturday and during the day Sunday should just be a cold rain. But notice high temperatures struggle to make it out of the 30s. And right now, it looks like we're going to stay unsettled, which means cloudy and wet and cold all the way through next week. So if you just think tonight's cold, wait till the weekend, even though it won't be nearly as cold in terms of the actual temperature, it may feel that way as kind of winter fever starts to set in.
Yeah, and you suggested staying in, maybe watching some TV shows,
Yeah.
some chili, some cocoa, something like that.
Yeah, good to catch up on your shows.
All right, thanks.